Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Trini Kid, and I'm here covering something a little different. This is the first time I'm actually doing it, covering the main event of UFC 182. Now, a lot of matches happened on this card. I'm mainly just going to be talking about the main event. Daniel Cormier versus the champion, the light heavyweight champion, John Bones Jones. Me and my friend James, who was watching this, and I could, like, after this all transpired, after the final round, I knew what the problem was from the jump. Now, DC is a self-proclaimed wrestler, and not self-proclaimed, like he literally is. I shouldn't even say self-proclaimed. Everybody proclaims him as a straight-up, very, very good wrestler. You know what I mean? Not to take anything away from the guy. Great wrestler. Dude trains with Cain Velasquez, right? Iron sharpens iron. If he could train with him, even Cain is giving this dude credit, saying, I wouldn't be who I am right now if it weren't for DC, for training with DC. That being said, things didn't really work out for him, and John Jones is still your light heavyweight champion of the world. Now, the problem for DC was that he was trying to take him down, and that if he had taken down John Jones, this might have been a different story. The result might have been different. But he couldn't, because John Jones is hard as hell to take down. Right? He was trying his hardest. I remember the last round, he almost did it. Like, he got him off the floor and everything. Jones just pops back up like nothing. You know what I mean? So it's really, really difficult. A lot of things weren't going for DC. I mean, Jones has like a foot reach on the guy, like a solid foot of striking distance. You know what I mean? It wasn't working out, and it kind of looked like DC was getting exhausted by, I'd give it probably the fourth round. Maybe the third round too, but I definitely saw it around the fourth round. And he was like, you know, losing confidence. When he went back to the corner, he had his head down. Dude's asking him, oh, do you want this? Do you want this? And he's quiet. I don't know, man. Another thing is that this is supposed to be a heated rivalry, and it is. And at first, I didn't think it was, because these dudes are bumping gloves and shit, and I'm like, if you guys really hate each other, be like, yo, screw this shit. I remember when Brock Lesnar was going against Frank Mir for the second time, they're like, bump gloves. Brock was like, you know, screw you, I'm gonna just walk off. So I thought that's what was gonna happen there too, but they bumped gloves, and they were even handshaking in the middle of the match, not by the end. The end was a completely different story. By the end, when the bell rung at the end of round 5, I don't know who swung first, but all I know was I saw a flurry of punches coming from John Jones. He was like, yo, screw this guy. And then right at the interview at the end, he was talking more shit to DC. But that's it, man. This card was crazy. I saw a lot of good matches. A lot of great matches, actually. Some of them went the distance, and the crowd boos, because I don't think they like matches that go the distance. They always want to see a knockout all the time, every time, or a tap out. Whichever. But that's it. John Bones Jones is your light heavyweight champion. Even saw CM Punk in the crowd. And that's it. Let me know what you guys thought of UFC 182's main event. Now, I know a lot of the people who are subscribed to me are pro wrestling fans, or, you know, fighting game fans. If you are a fan of UFC, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you're just passing by this video, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the main event. Let me hear your perspective. There was even an eye poke, by the way. There was even an eye poke. I think it was like in the second round by John Jones. He was putting his hand out like he usually does, but it kind of got DC in the eye. I'm trying to remember. DC definitely had the second round. Bones had the first one, obviously. And it was just John Jones from there on out. Dude was striking like crazy. Elbows from the clinch all the time, every time. Just catching him. I'm not sure if John Jones was bleeding. I think he was bleeding from the nose, but yeah. And for the people who aren't fans of UFC, if you aren't, check it out. It's freaking awesome, man. It really is. Just, you know, just straight up action. I had to make the transition from pro wrestling to Ultimate Fighting, and I don't regret it at all. My favorite fighter right now, I think, is Cain Velasquez. After what he did to Junior Dos Santos, Jesus Christ. But that's it. Again, let me know what you guys thought of the main event, even the whole card in general. Let me know what you thought about the matches. And that is it. This is Trinity Kid. Peace out, everybody.